Alright, here we go, guys. I'm going to do a little more sandblasting. I'm just working on the saw blade. I think I already posted a little clip of it. Just kidding, I probably didn't post it yet. And yeah, here we go. I got to keep turning it. The only shitty thing is the saw blade is super The saw blade is super sharp, and it keeps cutting my fucking plastic in there. That's supposed to be keeping all the sand in. In particular, there's one cut right fucking there. So I don't know. I'll just have to keep working on her. Otherwise, it looks like it's collecting most of the sand pretty well. I'll be able to reuse all of that sand. I'll just have to scoop it out with a scoop. And I also added a vacuum hose to kind of suck up some of the dust. It was getting pretty dusty in there. I should try to keep that from happening. So yeah, here we go. Clog in a while, that's good. I don't know, for an old sandblaster, it's been working out pretty well. A little under half of the subframe done. I think the bottom side will be a little faster, it's more flat, not so many nooks and crannies to worry about getting in. I'm going to call that when that's done. The main line back on. There's a little bit of water in my bowl. Water separating. Okay, steer it back up. It's on there, off there. That's the line for the sand in. Alright, here we go. Camera's getting hot, and I'm hot to trot. Let's get her done, baby. looks pretty good, I think. That's the other stuff I sandblasted. So basically, I just got the other half of the subframe to do, and the other side and the engine bay, and then I am just about had it with sandblasting. There's some more saws that need it again. Those up there kind of need it again. That one's never been done, but I'm just gonna say fuck it. The only reason I did the one saw blade is because it was sitting on our bench here forever, and it was right there. I'm not gonna unhang those right now. So anyways, so yeah, that's what I got done today. Slow progress sandblasting. Every once in a while the nozzle clogs with like a little piece of rust from the bottom of the tank or from some debris that kind of got mixed in with the sand that I'm reusing, and I tore my plastic in there. Not happy about it because it's so big and heavy to move, and kind of need two people actually. I should have somebody hold the glass up and I'll just hop in there and turn it the way I want, but then I gotta untape, you know, everything I tape every time I want to turn it, which is about every, you know, 10 minutes, because it really doesn't take that long to get things. So, but I was able to move it a little bit without taking the glass up, and that's where I ripped the plastic. But like I said, hopefully the other side's a lot easier. I might not even have to move as much, maybe, if I can just kind of reach in a little further, because it should be pretty flat. And let's see, yeah, I think I got everything kind of wrapped up in here. This is all shut off out of there, so if I'm able to scoop everything out of there again and reuse it, I don't think the engine bay will really take that much. I'm not going to go super crazy or anything on it. I'm just going to try to hit, you know, any rust I see basically, and after that just leave it. I mean, not going to do nothing too crazy, and I'm kind of worried about going through the tape a little bit, because I mean it goes through. I mean, if you look at I'll just show you the plywood when I'm done with the box. Alright, here we go, people. We're getting ready to paint our sandblasted stuff. Mike's gonna paint, I'm gonna sandblast some more stuff, and he's gonna prime. Well, yeah, we didn't bring any paint, but one thing at a time. We'll let it dry 24 hours and stuff. Let her hang there. We even temp gunned it. It's 66 to 70 degrees. All our pieces. Uh-oh, no, it doesn't work. What if it was wrong? What did we do to it, Mike? We wrecked it. Oh, there we go.
They don't feel cold, so I guess.
Not really, no. See, look at that, 60 degrees. Can says
55 to 75.
55 to 75. It is currently, oh, should we see what it is out here? So where we're gonna paint, it's probably about 20 degrees. But we think it'll be at 32. I mean, well, the wood and stuff is 32. Concrete's 34. Tin's 29. Garage door's about 30. So yeah, it's about 30 degrees out here. 10 degrees warmer than outside. No, but it'll just be out there while he paints, and then we'll bring it back in here so it's warm and it dries. And then he'll have to do 2 coats on everything. And then, yeah, alrighty. And then we found this piece too that we should probably do. I think we're going to end up finding a lot of pieces that we should probably do. Everybody missed it. We had a clog down in the bottom down there, so we figured we'd tip it over and try to blow air up through the other way. And I had my hand over this. Mike blew some air in there, and I could feel the air, and then all of a sudden the pressure must have pushed the sand out. It shot up and over and onto our plastic, but that's what we got the plastic for. So, and we didn't have the camera on, so of course missed it. Anyways. Well, we finished sandblasting this thing. Mike got these all painted, fresh looking, brand new. Look at that, we'll be able to stop, go, and push our clutch in. That's about all I got. Then we had issues with our sand. It was too chunky, it had shit in it. Isn't that right, Mike?
Too chunky, you guys are fresh.
Too chunky, so we have 2 options. We either buy all new sand or buy a filter. I was hoping to reuse it, so I'm gonna buy a filter. Northern Tools got one for like 20 bucks. And then we'll give it a try. We literally had to dump all that out into there. Kind of wrecked our tub a little bit, but that's fine. Here we are, folks. We sandblasted the hell out of her. The best we could. Ooh, is there a little bit of sand in there? I'll have to blow that out. Place for it to catch. We might end up cutting that out for our exhaust anyways, Mike. Piece of sheet metal. Make some more room in there. But she's all cleaned up. Now we gotta paint. Mike's gonna have some weird angles to paint. Good luck.
It'll be tricky. Be more than one coat, that's for sure.
Well, definitely be a couple. But anyways, now we're gonna try to clean up the sand, and then I don't know, I should probably blow this off a little more.
Get ready for paint?
Look at these. These are nice copper.
I know, I thought that looked so nice.
I was like, that's cool. We should almost leave those. Just have that copper sticking out. I mean, we won't be able to tape it. It'll be black. But I was like, if we tape it, it won't be. And then I was like, whatever. It's.
The gray that we picked out.
It would be cool though. Whoa, wait a second. No, do we really want to paint? Don't we want to put some sheet metal back here? Weren't we going to close some of those?
I suppose.
And we can't really paint. I don't know.
Are we going to try and come from this side?
Well, the inside, because that firewall mat will cover it then and we won't see it. And then this way it'll look kind of good. It looks like it's just not punched out yet or something. I think that's our answer. Hopefully I got these good enough. You're going to have to shoot up underneath here and everything, Mike.
Well, I'll have to tape off the shift leg cables there, and I have to cover up a few
We
things.
should take that one last thing that we didn't get off. I think it was rounded. I think that's why we ended up leaving it. It was for the brake lines, I believe. We don't need brakes where we're going. Just speed. Alright, well,
Parachutes only.
let's keep working. We'll give you another update, ladies and gents, when we get somewhere here. We're screening out our sand.
Sandblasting got a little messy.
Yeah, there's some big chunks of rust. Look at that.
One scoop.
Screener was $20 at Northern Tool. Totally worth it. And we pretty much saved almost all the sand that we used, I would say. I mean, we maybe lost, what, 10 pounds of sand? Not even?
Not even.
Through the whole process. Look at how chunky that is. That is so bad. Imagine trying to send that through the sandblaster. I'll dump it again. Look at that. That's so good. There's a staple in there. Look at that. Ooh, look at that stuff we pulled out of there. Screen was worth it. 100%. We're almost out of sand. This is everything we picked up from all the plastic. Didn't amount to very much. We started this before we turned on the camera, but this is pretty chunky shit. Look at all the rust that we got off of there. I am happy with the process. Ooh, maybe I can just dump this now. Do it one-handed. Ooh. Mike, you just kind of grab it. Nice and slow. I think this Tupperware is done. It's been. Look at how chunky that is. Oh my goodness.
Just about a full bucket.
Just about a full bucket of sand we saved. Okay, there. Look at that, folks. We saved some sand. Reusing.
You guys want to dump this into the
I don't know, looks alright. I think most of that stuff must just push through.
Feels nice and smooth.
Perfect. Alright, well yeah, that was just us screening the sand. Anyways, we gotta blow out the shop now. Get some sand where the plastic was. Car looks 1,000 times better. There is definitely some more we could do, but it's not gonna be perfect. It's a Wisconsin car. That got daily driven. Probably since it was new to 2000 what?
Like 2015.
2015, so it's an 02, you know, so 14 years of daily driven until it broke down. But who gives a shit? The engine bay will look nice. That's what we're going for. Nice looking engine bay. And yeah, we'll paint her up. We got some metal work to do now. Like we said, we're gonna fix our rust spots, fill in a couple of holes in the firewall that we don't need anymore. We don't need that many holes. And then from there, Mike can paint her. What are you doing, Mike?
Well, just cleaning this piece up. It's something important that has to go back in the car.
It was pretty important. We need it.
So
Nobody will
It's the
see it though.
dash, the steering wheel, and everything else.
Yeah, this is pretty much the main piece. We figured we'd kind of Scotch-Brite it a little bit, get some of the surface off, and then we'll just kind of prime it and throw it back in. Who gives a shit? Again, who's going to see it? Everybody's going to be looking in the engine bay. We figured that'll be the most looked at area, most important area. The rest, nobody gives a shit about. I mean, really, they'll only see the engine bay if we're stopped and have the hood pop. Otherwise, the only thing people will see is the back of the car because we're going to gap the shit out of them. Woo! Just kidding. That's if we get... So, this looks so nice. I am so happy with the way this turned out. And I didn't even just do it all. We can cut this off too, Mike. This thing we bent. How can we... Where should we cut? Probably just right here. So we can lay a piece of flat iron in there and just tack her down there. Beautiful, Mike. The wedding singer's on. Oh, he's got to take the meatballs with him. One meatball. That's a big meatball.
Thanks a lot.
I totally forget about this movie. She makes him... What about a wire brush, Mike? I don't know if it really helped that much, but just kick the plastic thing across the ground. We can look here and see what we got. Struggles of a farm toolbox. Everything was always just thrown places. Where the fudge is our wire brush? Well, Mike, I guess you don't get a wire brush. We don't have one. That can't be. I know I got one somewhere. I welded that and wire brushed it that one day. Oh well. Guess we'll just have to figure it out. Alright, anyways, I just figured I'd give you peeps an update. See what's going on. Now that we got our sandblasting done and everything taken down, and went really good. Except for everything's dusty as F in here now. Dusty AF.